Thursday night baseball on the show from Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the finale of this four-game set between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. Altuve and Donaldson lead their teams to battle next. Doug Fister is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip right there. Excellent. Just allowing a bit over a base runner per inning. We'll see if he can continue that here in this one.
Troy Tulowitzki strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Toronto, shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
7-11.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Jose Bautista will dig in for the first time as he'll enter play sixth in the American League in hitting.
Yeah, and he just completed a great month at the plate where he hit over 350.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, they still find themselves stuck in third place in the division, but this is an important stretch for these guys, and if they can string a few victories together, they've got a chance to get back into it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a liner. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit.
Yeah, there's a ball right there, not hit very hard, so he's got to cover some ground in a very short amount of time, and he lays out there to pull it in. Nice play.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in for the first time, and he's come up big in spots like this more than once this year, currently second in the AL in RBIs.
Yeah, and here we are right in the middle of the summer, and he just continues to have a great year driving in runs.
Swing and a ball driven to deep left center. The outfielders give chase, but this one is gone. A home run. So that's a big home run in his career, number 300. He's been a solid power threat for a long time now, and as we've seen over the years, he's been steadily climbing that all-time list.
And I can tell you, it's a thrill every time you hit a home run, but obviously there are ones that are more special than others. No question, number 300 is one of those special numbers. Some really good hitters never got there, so I can really appreciate what he's done in his career thus far.
Yeah, well, you got a lot closer to 300 than any other living Los Angeles Dodgers. This is such a cool moment for this guy, and when you check the record books, what is there, like 150 guys that have ever reached 300 homers? So he's right up there with some of the heavyweights in this game.
R.A. Dickey, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense. Is really providing a big spark for their pitching staff.
Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What's the key for them if they want to split this series, Steve?
Just don't be stupid.
For the Blue Jays, it's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Kevin Pillar digs in for the first time now and looking to break out of this little hot shot towards the hole. And a base hit here to open up the second.
Works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Here's George Springer. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this
he's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think
there for strike one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 15 long ball. Strike three called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. July of 2015. Seemed weird at the time not seeing him in a Colorado uniform, but
it's the way you make a first impression.
Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Knuckleball there, but it dances outside. Ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Yeah, Matt, he's been rock steady. Currently second in the junior circuit in that department.
Deoner Navarro heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. And the 5th inning will start with a leadoff double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we call upon the Toronto leaderboard, you can see he ranks 3rd on the team in that department.
Yeah, he's not setting the world on fire with doubles, but he's getting his fair share. Definitely an important
to try for it. Colby Rasmus will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. Donaldson's there, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Stepping in, George Springer. He got called out on.
He's conditioned to always look for something down, so he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does.
Troy Tulowitzki makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Jose Bautista digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Drilled on the ground to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out. Edwin Encarnacion will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very 1st inning. This was a 2-run home run. This is hit well out toward deep left field. Back goes Rasmus. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from 3rd. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. Evan Gattis will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. but that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed.
And we'll do it again. Hard hit ball to second, and a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. Number 13 will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Knuckleball there, but it dances outside. Ball one. Pilar over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advantage. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. Seventh inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point.
Your attention, please.
Call to the bullpen now as Luke Gregerson will take over here on the mound.
Luke Gregerson.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Colby Rasmus steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game bid here. It's 3-1. Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
And this might be just what the crowd needs to get off their hands a little bit. Last thing you want to do on the mound is hit a guy and have the crowd come to life against you.
Here's George Springer as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
To short. He's got it. One there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing doing there for Houston. They trail it here 3-0. Leading off the inning, Troy Tulowitzki, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Hit hard toward the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second, and he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Jose Bautista ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he is in there.
If you can get him to chase.
Josh Donaldson will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. And he is into second base with Luis Valbuena. Will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that start live. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Ranging back is Pilar. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important, not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and that will mean the end of the knuckleball here, as that's going to be it for R.A. Dickey. 7 solid innings for him in this one, as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Brett Cecil is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 27, Brett Cecil.
Two away. Number 13. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Tony Sipp come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Deoner Navarro will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Look at that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Heading out toward shallow right. Oh, and he botches it. Nothing further in the Toronto 9th. It's last chance now for the Astros. They stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Roberto Ozuna is on. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
Carlos Gomez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base, and he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Strike, here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Troy Tulowitzki. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Blue Jays come out on top 4-1. Good night from Houston.